So, placing yourself in the space, coming into your breath, just moving in small ways that feel comfortable for your body, this vessel, this temple. Hanumai, breathing in. Hanuaku, breathing out. The welcoming prayer. The welcoming prayer is a practice that has 3 movements. And our 3 movements are to feel and sink into the body, to welcome what we're feeling in the body, not what caused it, but to welcome what we're feeling in the body, and to let go. Letting go of the desire for security, affection, control, and to embrace this moment as it is. And the long version, which we heard as we came in to this space, I feel I've moved to a different space, so you all have come with me. You can hear all the different kind of faces of that welcoming prayer, all the aspects of the welcoming prayer that really help us embrace where we are. So first, I would say, notice it with your breath. How is it? Is it deep? Is it shallow? Is it fast? Is it slow? I'm having a lot of breathing issues now, so I'm noticing that. And you're noticing what you're noticing. Then notice the temperature of the room you're in, the air quality, the sounds around you. And take a moment and kind of look around your room, your space. In the Zoom window world, we kind of have a tendency to stay in the one space and look at that window, the window into each other's rooms. And so as you look at your room, feel free to move in any way that helps you see that and experience the room, its temperature, the sensation. Do you feel safe where you are? Is it comforting? Is it, well, whatever it is. We don't even need a label. The welcoming prayer is about, I've given you all kinds of labels and I will continue to do that because it is my strength, but the welcoming prayer is about experiencing without the labels. So we start with the outside of the body, the tactile, where we are, where the body is. So we're going to come up to the top of the body, to the face and the head. Ooh, this may be my last week with glasses. I'm having cataract surgery tomorrow. Ooh, as I took my glasses off, that's an exciting thought. Yes, if you think of me tomorrow as I'm having the surgery, it's at 7 in the morning Hawaii time. It's just lots of healing. So as you come to your head, all of the feelings and sensations. So I am giving it a little scrub kind of feeling. The back of the head, the sides, the face. Gosh, I won't be able to scratch my face and eyes for a few days. I'll get it all in, around behind your ears, where the head connects into the neck. And again, I'm doing this kind of scrubbing motion because that's what feels good to me today. But maybe a pat feels good, or swiping, or even just lightly touching, whatever it is. So where the head connects into the body, notice that, the shoulders. And I'm trying to reach around to the back of my shoulder, the shoulder blades, this space back here, moving a bit so that I can get to the place where I can touch that. And notice that if you're not touching it with your hands, your clothing is there. And notice that feeling of your clothing on your body. And then as we come down the arms, and as perhaps you think about having, ooh, maybe I'll be able to touch this part of the hand that's been all covered up for a while. Ooh, we all think about that for you. On Thursday, when you have your casts removed and you get x-ray, we'll hold you in the light. Thursday, your day, which I think is Wednesday, our day, but whatever it is. And we hold you in the light. The hands, these miraculous hands that help us in the world. And then coming back to the torso. Oh wait, I forgot the underarm. The lymph, the under, the spaces, those spaces. And then coming to the front of the body. Coming down the front, whatever feels best for you. And then coming down the back. To the seat. And that pelvis area. And then we connect from the upper body into the legs. And the legs down into the feet. And the other leg. Down into the feet. And you're all doing this in the way that works best for you. Yay, yay, that we know to take care of ourselves in all of these ways. And then when you're at the bottom and you're ready, you can swipe up, bringing the energy from the earth, from the base, up the body. Sensing that connection into the earth that we are so grateful to live on. Coming all the way up the body. All the ways that you would like. Up the body. Until you get back up to the head and the face. And then when you're ready, we go into our delightful, graceful wiggle. That head-tail connection, the spinal deliciousness. The wiggle. And when you're ready, collapse into the center, collapse into your space, into that core, until your whole system cries out, I want to reach out, I want to spin out. Now, at whatever speed you want best for you, out into the world. It can be done quite enthusiastically, and it can be done very slowly. And you're all, I can see you're doing it on the way that works best for you. Each one of you is doing it a little differently, and that is so perfect. And when you're ready, collapse back into surrender, surrendering into this space. And then out into the world again. You're remembering anything that might have happened to you recently that you could feel that you've got startled or something happened, it's some feeling or emotion that's gotten stuck. Maybe in a resentment, maybe somebody didn't acknowledge you for something, maybe it could be anything. And then let it go. letting it go. It's almost like a little mini welcoming prayer just in this moment, which when I need a welcoming prayer, just like, oh my gosh, I got to do this and I got to do a movement and I only have a minute, this is the movement that works best for me, is the feeling sinking in. Oh, I sense that feeling, and that letting go. And when you are ready, come back into your wiggle, your spinal wiggle. And we move through the space. So letting your feet help you move through the space. We're in the lower body now. We're doing the upper lower differences. So right now we're at about the lower part of the body. Which way can we go? Maybe your legs just want to move and not propel you around the room. Maybe it's your core, your seat that's moving. Whatever that is for you today, that lower connection, that lower body placement. And remember, there's no real line, upper, lower. It's all interconnected. What you feel is lower. It's all part of that. Of course, the lower body is moving the upper body around, so. And then we come to the upper body, where our focus is on the upper part of the body while we're being supported by the lower. We get supported by the connection that gives us strength, and the upper body that allows us to reach out and give and receive in the world around us as we are. And notice your breath, the temperature, anything that may have changed for you. And then coming to your center, to your wiggle. Your spinal connection between the head and the tail. And notice that connection between the head and the tail. Imagine your head could touch your tail behind you, or in front of you, or to either side, where you put the hip out to help the spine come over to that side, and then you come over as if you could make a giant C. And then to the other side, take the hip that way. Feels the opposite of the way it should work. Then you're doing it right. If it feels really awkward, you're doing it right. And we come back to our wiggle. And then go of anything. If at any point anything is uncomfortable, you want to change it, you are. And you're doing a fabulous job at that. You're just doing such a great job. All right, now sidedness. Start on the side that you feel is easiest for you to start with. And so the arm, the leg, the face, the side of the body. What choices are you facing right now? And notice how that feels in the body. And then the other side of the body. And that side of the face. And the first side. And the second side. And we return to the wiggle. We are so blessed. We're blessed by the divine being with us, around us. and through us all these ways. Blessed, blessed, blessed. And now we're going to do a little bit of focus. So pick an arm and have the arm circle around and watch the hand. Watch just past the hand as it goes in your space. Follow it with your eyes and your head. Let your whole body follow and see what you see. Looking past it, you might see out a window, you might see a wall, through a doorway, you might see a bookcase. Who knows what you'll see? But notice what you're seeing. The hand is leading you, but you're seeing what you're seeing in the world around you today. And then the other arm. Let that rotate and come around and see if it's different. It might come behind you and in front of you. And again, with the motion that works comfortably for your body. Looking past, letting your eyes be enriched. All the gifts that we are surrounded with, some of which we might really appreciate and some of which might be less than appreciated. Now the first arm, you had a tendency to go a particular direction in the circle, and you have a natural way. Now go the other way in that circle. And then to the other arm, again, you have a natural tendency, probably for me, I want to go this way, so I'm going to go back the other way so that I get my arm to move. And my hand and head also are taken in a different way, allowing me to see the world around me, see all the blessings that God is giving us, see the light and the love that surrounds us in all these different ways. And when you're ready, come back to your wiggle. And then we're going to cross over. So reaching out one side and the other side. So as if you're doing half of an X in your box, you can see yourself getting to the corners. And then slowly bringing one side slowly across the body down to the other side. And when you're ready, coming back up and coming across the body if that's comfortable for you, and all the way back out. And then let's do counterlateral on the other side. So reaching out. See, these zoom windows are really good for having these corners. And then we come across the body, coming down in a way that works for you, that's safe. And coming back up in your own time. And one more time, down and cross and over. And then coming into the center, let's cross over with the arms crossing over. And then cross your legs if that's comfortable. And again, you have an arm that's on top and a leg that's in front. Now swap them out, reach out and come back in a different way. We have these things that we just do. We have our favorite positions. And it's good to let all the positions get felt in her. And then reaching out again into the space with both arms and legs, then reaching behind you. And cross over again, but this time concentrate on the leg that's going behind. And then reaching out, and again going behind. A different arm is close to the body, a different foot is behind. And then coming back to center and our wiggle. When you're ready, taking yourself through the movements. Having your breath, feeling your breath. Now coming to your vestibular system. We're gonna tilt from side to side, and your eyes are gonna focus on different things. I'm gonna also turn while I'm tilting, just because I want to see everything around me. You're welcome to do this whatever way works for you. And then come to center. Feeling the balance come back into the body, feeling the healing happen. Healing happens in stillness and in God's favorite language, in silence. And then go the other direction. Which, if you turned, go the other direction. If you were tilting, tilt again. And coming back into center, grounding, stillness, healing, feeling God's love and grace come within you, feeling that light of God that comes and fills you up all through the being. And we tilt a bit, we went side to side. Okay, now we're going to tilt forward and back, just one more way. And if this brings up emotions, acknowledge any emotions that could come up through this keening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And back to the wiggle, to the center, and welcome, 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 welcome. The second movement of the welcoming prayer is to welcome the feelings or sensations that have come up in the body in this process. So we feel and sink into the body, and we've done this through movement. And now, using your internal focus, what part of the body is speaking to you now? Where? Where in the body? And notice that. And perhaps you want to put a hand on it, and perhaps you just want to focus with your internal focus. But coming to that place, notice. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome the feeling and sensation. Welcome any emotions. Opportunity to consent to the divine indwelling. And again, scan the body again with your internal focus. See if there's a new spot that speaks to you. Remember, you're not welcoming what caused this feeling or sensation in the body. You're not welcoming trauma or disease. You're welcoming just the experience in the body at the temple of the divine as an opportunity to consent to the divine indwelling's presence and action in your life. The light and the love of God is coming all through you in your breath, in the wiggle of the spine. And the third movement is to let go. Letting go of the desire for security, affection, control. And embracing this moment. Embracing this moment as it is. Welcome, welcome.